Do we have another?
Yes, sir, Mr. Mayor. I have Mr. Bobby Worley. Please state your name and your address, and please remember you have 5 minutes to speak.
Evening, Mr. Mayor, Commissioners. Barry Worley, 401 Gilmore Street. First, I'd like to point out the amount of money, time, and effort that our local businesses have been putting into Waycross in the community over the recent years. I just think they deserve a little recognition, especially after comments from our leadership in recent forums that might lead someone to believe that our local businesses refuse to do anything for Waycross or the community. On to the real reason I'm here. I'm here once again to contest and voice my concerns over the proposed COVID policy for city employees. Like last time, I'm here before you as a concerned citizen for our employees. Also, like last time, I will not be mentioning any names or pointing any fingers. So unlike last time, I would appreciate the same in return. Now, I could be mistaken because I don't think I am up to date on all the conversations, but I did not hear any mention of a booster shot in the discussion held on November 1st. I do believe it's a very important topic to address in any proposed policy, considering the short lifespan and effectiveness of the COVID shots.
Again, we're back to talking about something that's political. I don't know what's going on and why this is happening over and over again, but we're being personal, we're being political, and I know you said not personal, but the inference is still going back to an event and a conversation that was had, one in a workshop or work session, two in a commission meeting. So even though you don't use the name, the inference is still the same. We still understand who you're talking about. We understand what you're talking about. I understand what you're getting ready to say. So what I'm trying to clarify for every person, with decorum being read, I have allowed in last weeks for latitude. I've given everyone opportunity to get their feelings out, get their thoughts out, because we do want to listen and know what everyone's thinking. But I will say again to you, like I say all the time, it is better if there is a situation of a sort that can be dealt with, you need to sit down with the individual and talk to those persons that are going to be involved in it. Because if it's a matter of conversation that we're going to be voting on, that would have been a public remark. In this particular case, you're dealing with an event that deals with, as a guest coming in, we have a job, right?
We may have misunderstood me. I wasn't directing it towards any individual. I meant the city's policy.
I understand. That's still, the city's policy would be the entire work that we're doing. I don't know what the city attorney would say towards this, but I would say, personally speaking, it's not what we want to do. We don't want to personally speak. We don't want to talk about, and it sounds as if what I'm getting, and I don't know if the commissioners are hearing this as well, that we're campaigning in a sense about the shot. It's more or less, whether you want to believe it or not, this shot, the vaccines, the mask, all those things that we've heard, those are politicized and polarizing. So what we're hearing is more or less a group coming in saying, we don't want to hear this, we don't think anyone should do this. If they have signed the documentation that says, and they have that right, to say they don't want to do this, they don't have to. So we shouldn't have that conversation, if that makes any sense. Now, if I'm out of order, Mr. Attorney, you can correct me on that.
No, sir.
So from what I'm hearing over and over again, and I keep seeing this happen from week to week, that we are having meetings, that we're bringing up things that are hot topics, that push buttons, that get all kinds of incitement and aggravation going. And I know that there are people viewing us that want to see us be emotional and outrageous, but we're not doing that.
So because of that, we cannot voice our opinion on.
You can voice your opinion, but this
stance.
you can talk about whatever you want to talk about, but there is, according to the rule that we read before, the decorum, nothing political, and that is political, nothing personal, and
Just
nothing,
out,
and
just
here,
out of
in the last
curiosity, if I
piece,
talk about anything that has to do with COVID, is that going
and
to be
nothing
deemed political?
argumentative.
So we
Well-
can't come up here and say anything about.
Nothing
Right.
argumentative.
Okay, so I can speak facts then.
You can speak facts.
Okay.